Here we are again, number 17 TPC Sawgrass. It's a great night out here, sun's starting to set. I'm here with Richard Windows. He's an agronomist for Sports Turf Research Institute out of the United Kingdom. And that body is similar to what the USGA agronomists do here in the United States. So he works for STRI as an agronomist, and they've developed a Trueness Meter. STRI Trueness Meter is the name of it. And that tool is used to check two things. It's used to check how true the green is and how smooth the green is. So why don't you tell us a little bit about it? You've been working with it all week. You've had experience in other parts of the world. Tell us a little bit, Richard.
Yeah, we developed this device in 2008. That was the prototype, and since 2009 we've used it at all the Open Championship venues, as well as a routine consultancy tool throughout our visits throughout the UK and Northern Europe. As Bruce says, it measures smoothness and trueness in millimeters per meter. It picks up all the big things like you'd expect, like pitch marks, disease scars, footprints, down to the very small things like textural differences with the grass, sand grains, the effect of maintenance such as growth, grooming, verticutting, rolling, how the surfaces potentially change through the day, and all that information goes back to the course manager or the superintendent to inform decision making regarding surface refinement practices.
So for those of us who are not engineer types, maybe I can put it into a little bit different words and have you speak to that. This tool has similar to a ball bearing underneath it, and the ball bearing that's there rolls on the green. It either goes up and down, that would evaluate the smoothness, and tracks on a straight line, or possibly would vacillate on that line to give you both of that readings. Is that fairly correct?
Absolutely right. The metal wheel has the same footprint and down pressure as a golf ball, so it sits on the surface in exactly the same way and replicates how a ball would roll across the surface.
Okay, before we get 15,000 golf courses running out to buy one of these to evaluate their greens, how many of these are in existence at this point, and it's proprietary to STRI? Tell us about that.
At the moment we have 10 units in use to each STRI agronomist based in the UK. We're looking to develop it and bring it out to the US, where we feel that there's interest in it and it providing useful information.
And it may look rather easy to use, like some rollerblade wheels, and it runs real smoothly, but you've got to be good at it, right? It's a very sensitive mechanism.
Years of practice, Bruce, yes. We have to walk across the green at a certain pace at which a 10-foot putt in its last 3 foot travels to ensure that we're getting accurate readings, and we have standard operating procedures to make sure that we're taking the green as a representative, or representative numbers across a green.
Now this morning, because you do take measurements in the morning, after the cut and the roll in the morning, then you take them again in the afternoon after play is finished. And if I heard you correctly when we were talking on 16 green earlier, I believe you said that you looked at some areas that had been under stress, as well as the best areas of the green. No significant difference?
Absolutely. The measurements this morning for both smoothness and trueness were fantastic. Some of the best numbers we've seen over the past 5 years with using the device. And we're also looking at the fourth green, which is one of the weaker surfaces, and it was exactly the same as the other greens this morning for the first time over the past few days.
How I interpret that is what the eye sees that may be a little bit differential in color. You can't fool the STRI Trueness Meter, because it's going to tell you how smooth that ball is going to roll. And everything I saw today, the balls were running fast, the greens were firm, and they were true. So absolutely. We appreciate your coming over from England, and we look forward to working with you at this and other tournaments. Thanks so much, Richard.